Welcome to Motherland. Let's look at the story of how the people of Ara Ekiti committed mass suicide to avoid enslavement in 1855. As at 1855, Ara was one of the most powerful towns in Ekiti, with a settlement spanning as big as that of Ijayi in Egbaland. In August 1855, the people of Ara, also called Ara Ekiti, committed mass suicide to avoid getting enslaved by Ibadan. The mass suicide was initiated by the leader of Ara town, Alara Elejofi, who destroyed his property, killed his family and himself. Many other households in the town replicated this act, and when the Ibadan army arrived with their wide array of weaponry, they turned their back at the gory sight of dead bodies that littered the town. Earlier, the people of Ara had rebelled against their former ruler, Alara, because of his bad governance and the grievous offenses he had committed against his townspeople. He was exiled. It was during his exile that Chief Elejofi took over the rulership of the town. The exiled Alara was not willing to let go of his throne, thus sought help from Ibadan. His request was granted because Ibadan, which as at that time was gradually filling the vacuum created by the fall of Oyo, was hungry for towns to shove up its administrations. The Ibadan army had just returned from an expedition in Jebuere, and with their help, the disposed Alara returned to Ara and was fearfully accepted. Shortly after Ibadan restored the deposed Alara of Ara, its army attacked Ikoro, another town in Ekiti, because they prevented Ibadan army from foraging on their crops, and also because there were rumors that Ikoro was planning to attack the Ibadan army. During the attack on Ikoro, some other towns in Ekiti, including Ara Ekiti, tried to defend Ikoro. The restored Alara prevented his townspeople from joining the fight against Ibadan. Hence, another unrest ensued in the town. Ibadan eventually defeated Ikoro and went ahead to punish the towns that helped Ikoro during the war, including Ara. During this period, Chief Elejofi had again taken over the rulership of Ara and held on to it for some months before it eventually crumbled due to starvation and to avoid being enslaved by Ibadan. The people of Ara Ekiti committed an unprecedented mass suicide. This incident is quite similar to the mass suicide of Igbo slaves off the US coast in 1803. The town of Ara was left deserted for many years before some of the exiled descendants returned home. Ara's suicide remains one of the most disturbing chapters in the history of Ekiti and the entire Yoruba land. Please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. We need you to encourage us by liking and subscribe for us to produce more content for your enjoyment.